welcome back. So today I have another Q&A for you. I haven't done one of these in a long time, so I just have my phone here and I have my Instagram pulled up where all of the questions were asked. There were 163 questions. There were a lot of the same type of questions, so I'm obviously not going to repeat any questions, so let's just get started. Alright, so first up, I know there's going to be a lot of people asking me where my phone case is from. It is from Velvet Caviar. I will leave the link down below, and I actually have a coupon code for this as well, so I will leave this down below too. It is like a super protective case. It has like a gripping around the outside and then this super cute print back here. But anyways, let's get started. Alright, so the first one says, how do you feel about people who judge you because you love wearing makeup? I really couldn't care any less. I do what I want, not what other people want me to do, so I don't care. So if I don't know how to pronounce your name, I am not going to try to pronounce it. I'm just going to say the question. If I know how to pronounce your name, I will pronounce it. The next question is from Lacey, and it says, do you have a bucket list? And if so, what are a few things on it? I don't really have a bucket list. I'd say something that I do know that I want to do is I want to go over to LA and like see the scene and be over there and stuff. I've been there once, but I wasn't like super into makeup at that time. So I think going now would be super fun, and like meeting some brands that I like talk to really frequently, and I just think that would be a lot of fun. The next question is from Brooke, and she says, what are some of your favorite things about teaching? One thing I love about teaching is when you're teaching a lesson and like you automatically like see it click in their mind, and like it's just like they got it. Like I just saw it, like they got it, they get it. Like, I love that. The next question is, talk about your experience in the classroom tour, and how your first experience was as a teacher. I can't do a classroom tour, but if you do follow me on Snapchat, I post about my classroom a lot. And how was your first experience was as a teacher. My internship year teaching was horrible. I wanted to quit so many times, but that's a different story. If you guys want to see like a story time video on that, let me know and I will. And talk about your experience in the classroom. I love being in the classroom. It's definitely better having your own classroom than in your internship year teaching when it's like miserable, but I love it. Next question is from Tori Faith. It says, what are your top 5 favorite hair products? I actually don't use hair products. I don't use like anything. I guess the one thing that I do really like using are like the Keratis like in leave-in conditioners, or like the macadamia leave-in conditioners, and I love like coconut oil, but those aren't like hair products, I guess. I don't know, but those are my 5. Mackenzie Brooks says, if you weren't a teacher, what would you be? I would be a teacher. I knew I was going to be a teacher since I was in like 1st grade. A. Britt says, why did you start doing makeup instead of singing? Do you still sing? What got you into makeup? So I stopped doing singing videos just because they took so long to do. Like so long to do. You had to like record it through your GarageBand, and then you also had to sync it up with your computer. So like you'd have GarageBand going, and you'd have your computer going and the camera going, and then you'd like have it all going, and then you'd film, and then if you mess up you had to stop everything and then redo it, and then after you did it you had to like sync your lips up with what the video was having, because the sound wasn't coming from the camera, it was coming from the computer, and it was just too much. Kyler says, what is your #1 goal for the future? It can be anything from something you want to achieve or something you want to check off your bucket list. I definitely want to try to make YouTube a full-time job. I would love for this to be my full-time job. Not that I don't love teaching, because I do, and I know my kids are going to watch this and be like, you're gonna quit? But no, I'm not going to quit, but I would love in the future, maybe like 3 years from now, to be able to quit teaching and to do this full-time. Kelly Goddell says, advice for girls who are just starting their channels. I would say just to keep on going. I mean, I've been doing mine for almost 2 years and I'm at like 57,000 subscribers-ish. I would say just keep on going. It's going to be a lot of work before you start getting any type of money, and I didn't know that getting started, but I didn't really care. But I would say just keep on going. Don't worry about the money. Don't worry about if people are following you. Just do it for you. Alicia Newton says, would you ever skydive or bungee jump? No. Mallory Collette says, what made you want to become a teacher? I think it's such an important job. I definitely think it's such an important job, and I think we need to be paid more because it's such an important job. But what made me want to become a teacher? I've wanted to be a teacher since like 1st grade, so that's why. Casey Rayton says, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love me? 1 being yeah, you I, and 10 being you're the light giving lamp to my life. So obviously number 10. If you guys haven't checked out Casey, you definitely need to. She's so funny. Miss Vivi says, what is your favorite food? There's foods that I love, and then there's also foods I eat every day. So like I love corned beef and like Reuben sandwiches, but I don't eat those every day. But like I love eggs, and I eat eggs every single day. But I also love ice cream, so I don't know, those three. So Sarah says, what foundation and concealer do you prefer for dry skin? I found it doesn't really matter what foundation I'm wearing if I have dry skin, as long as I'm mixing something in with it. So I have this in front of me. This is the Farsali Rose Gold Elixir. This is really good for mixing in to any foundation if you have dry skin. It kind of just gives you that like glow from within without it being too like sticky. And also the Marula Beauty Oil is also really good. So basically any foundation I love for having dry skin, just because I can mix something in with it to not make my skin feel dry, you know? B. Lorinda says, if you were any animal, which animal would you be? If I was an animal, it would be some type of bird, because I would love to be able to fly. Maybe like a cool bird, not like a duck or something stupid. I'd want to be like a cool bird, like a really cool bird. What's a cool bird? I don't know. Tell me down below what a cool bird is. Sienna Evans says, does being a 5th grade teacher affect your makeup look? No. Perfectly You Beauty says, do you want to get married and have kids one day? If you had a girl, at what age would you let her start wearing makeup? So yes, I do want to get married and have kids one day. If I had a girl, I would probably let her start wearing makeup in high school. Chloe Weidel says, do you wear as much makeup to school as you do in your videos? I actually just put up a video on the makeup that I wear to school every day. I will leave that down below for you guys to check out, and no, I do not. Glamour Blog says, where did you get this glitter backdrop? What type of material is it? It is like a sequincy backdrop, and I just got it from Amazon. I just like searched like sequin backdrop, I think, and that came up. Rachel Gaines says, where do you live? I live in Michigan. Cynthia says, you probably get this all the time, but I don't know if you've answered it. What made you want to start YouTube? I saw other people doing it, and I was like, I can totally do that. I'm gonna do it. And then I bought my stuff, and I did it. Emily Tavers says, favorite Lorac product. I love the Lorac Daylight Highlight. It is such a gorgeous highlight. I could use it like every day, all day. Well, it'd be on my face all day, so I guess that doesn't make sense. Daniela says, if you could only live with 2 makeup products, what would they be? Definitely eyebrows and bronzer. Chandler Barnes says, do your students know you are a YouTuber? Yes, they do. A lot of them talk about my videos like all the time. One of my students the other day actually asked me, do your subscribers know that you're a teacher? So it's funny you asked that, but yes, they do. The next question says, what allowed you to start gaining a bigger following on social media like Instagram and YouTube? What really started growing my Instagram was that Anastasia reposted me when I had like 6,000 subscribers, 6,000 followers on Instagram, I think. From that first posting that she posted of me, I gained like 10,000 followers on Instagram, and I feel like that's what really started it off for me. Ariana Jan says, how do you minimize breakouts when wearing makeup almost every day? Just make sure you have a really good skincare routine. Make sure you're always really cleansing your face. I actually exfoliate my face every day. I find that that works well for my skin, so just make sure you're really cleaning your skin really well. Pop Rocks 100 said, are you single? Unfortunately. Makeup by Chi says, what camera and lighting do you have? I have the Canon T5i Rebel. I have a ring light here, and then I have 2 softboxes on the side of me. Morgan Haley says, how do you balance being a teacher, a YouTuber, and having a social life? Being a teacher obviously is my main priority, so I'm doing that every day. For videos and such, I film all of my videos on the weekends, and then I will try to get them all edited on the weekends too. And then a social life, I don't have one. Christina says, what would you put on your Christmas list as a kid? God, what did I put on my Christmas list as a kid? I have no idea. I feel like I loved board games. I was probably always asking for board games. I always liked getting new pajamas. I don't know. Lied Bateman says, is it hard to keep up with teaching and YouTube? Doing the 2 of them is not difficult, I don't think. I mean, I feel like I have a pretty good schedule down, but as I just answered in the last question, having a social life with YouTube and teaching all at the same time is very difficult, because I want to get the certain amount of videos up that I can, like throughout the week, that I have to film them on the weekends, so I don't have too much time on the weekends to do anything. And then if I don't get them edited over the weekend, which a lot of times I don't, I have to edit when I get out of school, so then I have to work on editing during the week after school, so I just like don't really have much time. Christina says favorite holiday cookie, like the sugar cookies with like the frosting on them, but like homemade ones, not like store-bought ones. Christina also says if you could only eat one flavor of ice cream for the rest of your life, what would it be? It would easily be Superman or Dairy Queen pumpkin pie blizzard. Alex says, how do you stay motivated? I just keep going. I just keep going. How does the school you work at support you in doing a YouTube channel? Not everybody in my school knows that I have a YouTube. My assistant principal does know that I do, and he thinks that's cool. Becca says, did you get made fun of in school, and if so, why? No. Green Eye says, if you had a chance to spend a day with a famous celebrity, dead or alive, who would it be and why? Adam Levine. Oh, he is a heartthrob. I love Adam Levine. I would marry him in a second, literally a second. Makeup by Meg says, what was the first thing you did for having followers? I don't know what that means. I don't know if she's asking, like, did I do a giveaway for my having followers? I haven't. I'm planning on doing a really big giveaway when I get 100,000 subscribers. If you follow me on Snapchat, you saw like a huge box of stuff that I had, and I'm saving that for my 100K giveaway. So once my YouTube hits 100K, I have a huge giveaway getting prepared. Emily says, how was your college experience? My college experience was good. My senior year, I did have a crazy college roommate, which that is definitely another storytime video, I should probably say. But my college experience was good. Hi Lopez says, what's the most memorable moment while taking a photo in the middle of the street? So if you follow me on Instagram, you know I take all of my like outfit pictures in the middle of the street. So I have a lot of neighbors like coming out being like, what are you doing? But now they all know what I'm doing, but probably not. The next question is, which would you recommend first of the two for starting a YouTube channel, a ring light or softboxes? I started off with just a ring light, so if you go to like my early videos of my makeup videos, you'll see that it's just the one ring light and it's like a really dark background and it didn't really give off too much light. So I would say if you're gonna go for it, you might as well get the ring light and the softboxes, because I just feel like the lighting isn't as good with just a ring light. What's your favorite DQ blizzard? I always get the pumpkin pie blizzard. It is my favorite. If it's not in season, I just won't get anything, but it is my, oh my god, it is so good. If you have not tried the pumpkin pie blizzard from Dairy Queen, you need to go get it. I Snapchat about it every single Saturday. My mom and I go to Dairy Queen every Saturday, and I always get the pumpkin pie blizzard because it's so good. Becca Harrison says, I'm a teacher as well. How do you address the kids when they see your videos and talk about it at school? Does your principal or kids' parents care? Keep it up though, you're awesome. Once again, I don't think my principal knows. My parents do know, or some of the parents know, because the kids will watch my videos at home. I've had a few parents come up to me during like dismissal and be like, oh my god, you're the one my daughter is always watching, and I'm like, yeah. But I just think I think it's funny. I feel like they're so supportive that I think it's really cute. Princess Ashley says, would you ever do a meet and greet? Yes, I would love to do a meet and greet. I'm just worried that I'd be like one of those losers that like no one comes to their party, you know, so. Daj says, what is your biggest advice for elementary ed majors? Don't do it. No, I'm just kidding. You need to make sure you're picking a good school. Pick a school that you like, pick a school that you support, pick a school that's going to help you with your problems, and just stay with it and find a grade that you like. If you are teaching kindergarten and you like hate your life, okay, maybe kindergarten's not for you. Maybe try teaching 5th grade. Find a grade that's good for you, find a subject that's good for you, and just stick with it. Alright, so that was the last question. A lot of the questions that I have are all repeats from previous questions up above in the comments. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if I answered your question. I'm so sorry if I did not. I will hopefully be able to answer them next time. Thank you so much for watching. I love all of you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!